Okay, y'all here?
I'm here.
I am.
Okay, what's going on in this?
I don't know. You're showing your screen. You're in here twice.
Oh, that's weird. Okay. How do I get myself out?
Well, one of them is working. Talk and it would talk. So I can figure out. I'm assuming you're the one that has the speaker. So I can get rid of the one.
Yes.
Okay, so just remove you. Remove the second one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, now you're all by yourself.
Okay. Let me see. I can't do my video because you stopped it.
Okay, well, why you can't do video from this computer?
It's saying you can't start your video because the host has stopped it.
What in the Sam Hill is that hot mess?
I don't know. Let me get out of it and try again. Do I have yours? Whose screen is that? Is it yours, Nicole?
I'm not showing any screen right now. Nothing is showing.
All right. I'm going to leave the meeting and try again.
Okay.
This is weird.
Where it said that y'all couldn't do stuff. I'm like, what? Yeah, it says who can share? All panelists. I just clicked on it. Who can share? All panelists. Who can start sharing when someone else is sharing? All panelists. That's what it says. It says all panelists.
Okay, am I here?
You here?
Here. Now you can start sharing again.
Well, it's telling me I can't start video because you've stopped it.
I haven't stopped it.
I think I got it now. I think I figured it out. Am I here?
Yeah.
I don't see my screen.
Yeah, but we can see your screen.
What are y'all seeing?
I see your Zoom page. I see you guys share with me. I see you got eCom sellers leaders. And I see panelists for couponing.
Perfect.
See you.
All right, hold on. I'm getting there. Let me pull it up. I was looking for the login. I wasn't sure. So I'm so OCD on this, Nicole. I was going back and making sure that the folios for the presentation were on the opposite sides.
Okay, well, I'm going to share this into the other room while you work your life together. And then once you get your life together, we are going to, as soon as you say, hi, this is Tony and this is Kelly, or however y'all have worked it out today, you just need to say, hey, this is whoever with the eCom Sellers Academy. That's how we know it's the start. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
So, okay.
Hold on,
Where's Kelly? Kelly, where are you?
I'm here.
Well, how come I can't see you on video?
Yeah, well, nobody's showing their face. We don't have to show our face if we don't want to.
Okay,
do you want to show your face?
I don't care. I actually put makeup on. Look out. I didn't.
I'm in moving mode.
Okay.
Like, no,
we don't have to show our face. But I put makeup on. I even have mascara on. You better get ready for this.
Pulled out the mascara.
I pulled out the mascara and the lipstick. And I found out Zoom actually has that filter where you can actually smooth out some of the imperfections.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well,
Did y'all know that? I mean, I was here 15 minutes ago, so I'm just telling you, I was ready. So,
all right. Well, we're about to start.
All right, Kelly, how do you want to do this, girl?
I thought y'all worked that out already.
Well, we kind of have, but she's been in movie mode. I mean, we have both been, you just wait.
We have put house the whole day trying to wait for refrigerator dude come, and then they had to wait for the internet. They're supposed to come between 2 and 4. Yeah, they're like, oh, well, we're not going to get there between 6 to 7.
Well, Kelly just went dead.
Hello?
All right. Hello, you're here now. Okay, as soon as I hit go live, you guys are going to be live, and then I need y'all to start talking. So are we ready to do that? Are we not ready to do that? Tell me what we're ready to do.
We can
we'll go for it.
Okay. All right, I'm getting ready to hit
You know what, Nicole? This is the first one. Just remember, we can only go up from here, right?
You're already fabulous.
Just kidding.
You're already fabulous. Here we go. Here we go.
Okay, do you want this to go an hour?
You can go an hour to an hour and a half.
I don't know if I can go an hour and a half tonight, but all right. So what do I start with? Hi, this is Tony, and Kelly say hi, this is Kelly, and we're with
Yeah.
eCom Sellers Academy.
Okay.
All right. Or
All right.
Kelly, you want to go first? I don't care. All right, let's do it.
All right, you guys are live. Go ahead. I'm going to mute myself. I'm out.
Uh-oh, look out. Hi, I'm Tony Mitchell.
And this is Kelly Ward.
And tonight we are presenting Couponing for Massive Profits Part 1. So I hope y'all are excited and ready. Kelly and I've worked really, really hard on this, and she's done this in spite of a big move. So we're just excited and ready to give y'all some of the information we have gathered over the years. What about you, Kelly?
Oh yeah, I'm getting the coupon bug again because I've kind of cut back on couponing, but going over all this again, I want to go out and go couponing right now.
Same. All right. So here we go. Let's see here. Why isn't my thing going? Okay, here we go. All right. Just a little bit about us so you can actually see what we look like. And we look like this right now. Just know that. I have a little bit more makeup on. Kelly looks exactly like this right now in her computer land. But, you know, we've been couponing over more than 50 years combined. So we do know a lot about what we're talking about. So just to give you a little bit of, so you're not thinking, oh, this is some random person. I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher by trade. And I don't even remember a time we didn't coupon at my house. My mother would get the local paper out. It came out on Thursday. She'd turn it over. We didn't go to the grocery store except on Tuesday and Wednesday because that's when they did double stamps because that was really before couponing. But they had a few coupons here and there, and she'd pull them out, and we'd use them. So, Kelly, you want to tell a little bit about how your couponing experiences started?
All right,
and your memories?
I'm a nurse, and I've been couponing for a long time, for 20 years about. But I grew up watching my mom and dad use coupons. I remember my mom would they would have in the neighborhood couponing trading parties where all the ladies would get together and they trade coupons. Like, oh, I don't need pamper diapers. Who's got something for, who's got this such and such deodorant? We can switch, So yeah, they grew up watching her use and trade coupons, and my dad still today uses coupons. It's just him and my mom now, but I ran into him at the grocery store the other day, and he had his little envelope full of coupons, and he was couponing. So, it's just something in our family. We don't want to spend more than we have to, so we find a way to save.
Exactly. That's great. That's great. I remember those trading parties, and they'd even have them at the library. So we wanted to write out a few goals, which we wanted to let you guys know about. First, we want to emphasize that we have more than 50 years experience, and we want to make sure that you understand that just because you're attending this training tonight, you're not going to act like those crazy people on TV. Okay. First of all, that's all stage. And I don't know about you, Kelly, but the places I've noticed where they film those coupon shows, they're usually where they have Harris Teeters, which is in North Carolina and South Carolina, where they double coupons, which makes me sad because they don't here anymore. But, those people, they've got their own issues to deal with. So just because you're couponing doesn't mean you're going to be, that woman that has a whole garage and builds a whole extra room onto her house just to keep inventory or whatever. And we want you to know that it will help you increase your return on investment because they can help you get stuff for free or nearly free. In fact, we've got something tonight Kelly found this weekend that we're going to share with y'all toward the end, and you could sell it on the platform of your choice. So I hope y'all are ready for that because I tried it today and I was like, woo! And I was very excited. So
yeah, I
anyway.
looking for that. I looked for that deal today, and my store was sold out. I was like, man.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you, all right, let's save. So first of all, we want to talk about money because, it's easy to say, oh, we coupon, but Kelly and I went through the 2 stores that we know that we can get our numbers where they do it for us instead of us having to figure it out, sit down with all their receipts. And we've saved almost $10,000 in 5 months just with 2 stores. And I don't know about you, but that's $10,000 is, $8,700 is a lot of money. I mean, what do you, I mean, I mean, that's a lot.
Especially
and so, yeah,
we
that
both
helps.
have a lot of children. Huh?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have 4 daughters and Kelly has 4, they're all boys, right?
3 boys and a girl.
Okay, that's right. I'm sorry. I forgot about the girl. Anyway, between us, we've got 8 kids. So, and they're at the age where they're expensive, and yeah, so that's really a lot of money. And then this right here, we will talk about rebate apps in our second and our second installment of this. But I figured out we've earned $368 since January 1. And that's just by taking advantage of mobile rebate apps and by also rebates, just actual cash that we can get back from Venmo or PayPal or whatever. And I don't know about you, but I like money. So, and checks, because I'm about to show you a check that I got in February. And the Rakuten, is how they say that commercial. They have that Rakuten. Is that how they say it now? It used to be Ebates, but yeah, that Rakuten site. That woman who got that money the other day, I was very jealous. They'd never come over to where I live. But anyway, $270.92. And I've just gotten a check about 3 weeks ago for about 30. I wasn't really shopping a whole lot the first quarter, but I'm already getting about $40, I think, this upcoming time. So again, that's money. That's money in your pocket. So I like getting paid.
Use that site today. I'm ordering me a new desk for my new place. So save me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, 5% off. Well, 5% back in cash.
That's and 5% back in cash. That adds up. So it's a pretty cool thing to get money back. So anyway, just want to remind you guys that couponing does take a little bit of time. It's not like, oh, it takes me all of 2 seconds, but it's not going to run your life if you don't let it. It's just like anything else. Finding coupons is not a money producing activity. So remember that when you're just saying, oh, I'm looking for coupons, I'm telling myself I'm really working my business. You're not really, until you actually go out and start sourcing. So just remember that. Couponing shouldn't be a all-encompassing activity, but at the same time, if you utilize it as one of the tools in your toolbox, it can help you, get more money to either run your business or give you more profitability or whatever the case is for you. I put this in green because last week when Nicole was talking about some of her basics, she actually put about how she puts money producing activities on her calendar as green. So I wanted to remind you guys that finding them is not a money producing activity, but using the coupons is. Kelly, you have anything you want to add on that one?
I say in the beginning, it might take you a little bit longer, but once you've learned how to coupon, it comes quicker. And you'll develop systems to help you be able to do your couponing quicker and not be sitting there spending hours and hours and hours trying to coupon and getting frustrated. But once you learn it, you are able to do it, boom, like that.
Yeah, it does become a second nature, but I mean, it does take a while, especially if you haven't been around it. I mean, Kelly and I both have been raised using coupons, so we've watched our moms and dads. My dad never did it, but he's a different generation, but watched my mom do it from the time I don't even remember a time she didn't, do some sort of money saving coupon activity. And Kelly's probably the same way. It's just, we had role models who showed us without really, it was just a way that part of our life. That's just what you did. It wasn't a question. It was, you're doing it. So, but anyway, every good session should have objectives. So these are some of the objectives we have for tonight. Again, this is more of a beginning couponing course because we do understand that some of you guys who are watching this tonight or who eventually will see this, we want you to understand that this is really targeted for the beginner person who's never done this before or is just really not kind of a little scared. But we just want you to understand why you should use them. I'm not saying that just because you have a coupon means you should use it, but if it allows you to increase your profitability on an item, then why not? And you got to understand what they're talking about, because there's all sorts of boards, there's all sorts of websites, all sorts of places where these people have already done some of the research. So you don't have to do all the research except check how it's selling on your platform. And you got to figure out where they are. I mean, that's probably, for me, the hardest thing is sometimes finding a coupon. What about you, Kelly?
Yeah, I mean, it's, especially you gotta know, you better get out there Sunday morning and get that Sunday paper. If you can't get it delivered to you, because coupon people will grab those papers 3 or 4 at a time, and you get there late and they're gone.
Exactly. I mean, another strategy, she's talking about getting those papers is they have in some of the larger cities what's called a bulldog. That's what the news people call them. And it is the Saturday paper marketed toward the couponer, where they have all the coupons in them already. And it's kind of a newspaper with feature-y stuff and doesn't really have the what's happening on Sunday morning, but it's more of the news pieces that they've worked on, news feature stories. So you still get all the other stuff, but mainly the big things are the circulars and the coupons. And that's what Kelly's talking about. Another thing I've found is some of the smaller suburban papers actually have some of the coupons in them as well, and it costs a little bit less. I live out in the Dallas suburb, and we have local papers here that are weekly on a Friday. And some of those papers actually may not have what the major newspapers have, but they'll have 1 or 2 of the circulars, which, if there's something that you found that you really want to use, then it's a very good chance it will have it. So that's something we just want to make sure that you really keep in mind when you're doing this. And so we also want you to know the difference between an e-coupon and print coupons. And there's a couple types of print coupons we'll get into briefly, and just want you to be able to start using them immediately, because at first it's just like dieting or exercising or whatever. It's going to take some thought, and it's going to take a little bit of retraining your mind, because if you're used to just saying, oh yeah, I'll pay whatever, that's one thing. But actually going in with a purpose and saying, okay, I'm actually going to go in with my coupons, and I'm going to make sure that I have my coupons here and I have them ready to go and actually use them. That's a whole different ballgame, because we all know how to eat right. We all know that we should exercise. We know we should do all these things, but a lot of times we just don't want to do them. But this, for me, I want to do it because I always like to have extra money, because what really sold me on actually using them myself was I was in college and I wanted to have money to go out on Saturday night. And just when I started using coupons, I did, and my friends didn't. And so they wanted to start using them as well, because it's kind of interesting when your friend gets to go out and you don't, or you have to sit there and watch them because you don't have extra money to do whatever they're doing. You just have to watch and drink water. But, that's a long time ago. But anyway, we want you to use these just so you can see some success. It said just make it a habit. Kelly, you want to talk about this a little bit?
All right. Yeah, making couponing a habit. I've had so many people like, I cut my coupons and then I put them in the drawer, and then I go to the grocery store and I left them in the drawer. So they're not going to do you good sitting in the junk drawer at home. So I always carry them with me. You can put them in an envelope in your purse, and they also have these little coupon organizers you can put in your purse. And then you get the ladies out there, they got the binders. I was a binder. I had my coupons in there. I put coupons in like these little baseball card holders, and I had it all in different categories. So if I was in the cereal section, I'd open up the breakfast foods, and boom, there was all my cereal coupons, and I could say, okay, this is on sale. Here's the coupon. Okay, next thing, I'm going to go to the coffee section. Okay, where's my coffee coupons? You know, and so I had the binder with me, and everyone was like stopping me. I was one time I was at the grocery store and I got stopped by news people. They were doing interview someone at the grocery store, and they saw me with my binder and they were wanting me to interview me. I was like, okay, you know. But yeah, make sure that you carry those coupons with you, you know, because you never know. You may be like, oh, I gotta go run and get some milk, and then you run and get the milk, and then you see they got something on clearance, and you have a coupon for that. Well, if it's in the coupons in the car, you gotta run back out, maybe. But if it's with you, it's right there. And always keep a track of the expiration dates. I would have to go once a month, about once or twice a month. I'd go through my binder or go through my envelope and look for coupons that expired and throw them out so that I'm not carrying around the paper, you know, oh, this is a coupon, oh, it expired 2 weeks ago. Can't not do any good. So, you know, go through and, you know, because there's not stores. I used to be some stores would take expired coupons up to the end of the month. Some do, some don't. It's up to their policy, but they don't want to take expired coupons. They'll get it right back to you. Like, nope, can't use this. And understand coupon, when the store takes your coupon, they get paid that amount. So if there's a 50-cent coupon, they get paid that 50 cent back from the brand or whatever, whoever, from the, you know, if it was like a coupon for Twinkies and it was 55 cents off, they get paid back 55 cents plus 8 cents. So they're making money on that coupon, every coupon. So if you hand them 10 coupons, that's 80 cents for them. So I know there's some cashiers, we'll talk about cashiers in a little bit, that don't like the couponers, but they understand that it's not coming out of their paycheck. It's being a good way for the store to earn money and a way for you to save money. You got to make sure that you follow the size rules on the coupon. It might say 50 cents off of 2, and it can't be the trial size. So you have to make sure you get the correct size. Or maybe it's $1 off of 1, but it has to be the 32 ounce and not the 16 ounce. You have to make sure that you are getting the correct item, or you get that coupon back. Because those machines, the cash registers, they'll beep and say, nope, can't use that one. And also know your store coupon policies. Many stores will have them on their website. If not, go to the customer service desk and ask if they have a coupon policy where you can see it or print it off. Because a lot of times, there's been times where the cashier doesn't know the coupon policy, and you're able to show them, see, it's right here. This is your policy, and this is what it says. So you know what their policy is. Can you stack coupons? We'll talk about that in lingo, what stacking coupons means. Are you able to use a digital coupon from the loyalty card and a paper coupon at the same time? Those are what the policies will let you know. And are you allowed to use 10 of the same coupon on 10 of the same item, or are you allowed to have 3 of the same coupon to get 3 of the same item? Those are the things that you'll find out with the store coupon policies. And when is the best time to use these coupons? The best time is to match it up with a sale. And that's what we talk about, the boards. There's like message boards and sites and everything. And all you got to do is, oh, I go to this Kroger. Let me pull up what's on sale. And they'll say, okay, this week, Pampers wipes are on sale, 99 cents. And there's a 50-cent off coupon that you can download onto your loyalty card, and you'll get it for 49 cents. So it'll have that all broken down to make it a whole lot easier for you. But also check your store policy, because sometimes you can't use them on clearance items and sometimes you can. It just depends on the store. So I don't know. Anything else to add there, Tony?
I was just going to say that is so true. I mean, sometimes on clearance, you never know what that person was doing that day. They just may have been, and this happened, actually, it was kind of a cool thing, but sometimes they'll code it for one thing when it's another thing, and the coupon will come off. And that happened to me in January, and I was like, woo, holla, because the item, I flipped it, and I made $83 on each one. So it was, I think it was coded, the person who was doing it, because, I don't fight with those cashiers, because there's better things to do in life than fight with a cashier. And we'll talk about that in a minute, because you just don't want to go there, because they remember you. It's always the couponers. They always remember you. But these two items were tagged. They were phones of all things, and they were tagged as toothpaste. I don't know why. And the woman, because I didn't, they were there, and I picked them up, and I was like, okay, this is awesome. The ROI on this is great. Well, it was even better when they took a $5 off of those two items. So yeah, that was awesome. So and sometimes they will come off, even though you don't know that they will. So you just don't know. As Kelly says, you just got to roll with it and just go on. So that's what I've encountered. Anything else? You have anything? Any kind of crazy stuff that's happened to you with clearance?
No, not that I think of. Well, I always stop by that clearance because you never know what's in there, especially after seasons. You get
yeah.
I have a bunch of some pumpkin spice Jello pudding.
I had a bunch. Oh yeah, I mean, I still have. I think I finally sold all my marshmallows that were pumpkin spice flavored that I got on clearance too. It's funny. You'll see somebody who clears the whole thing. Well, Kelly and I are right there with them. We are just, if it's in the clearance aisle, it's fair game. So, but just want to make sure that you guys realize making it a habit. And one other thing that we forgot to mention is that some stores, if you forget the coupon, like you left it in the car, if you bring your receipt right back, they will go back and do an adjustment. Not everybody. Just going to tell you that right now. If we're talking about Target and places like that, some will, some won't. It just depends. Target used to do something really awesome, but they don't do that anymore. I think it's now the same day, maybe 3 days. Do you remember which one it is? I'll have to look that up.
I haven't been to Target in a little bit.
I can't remember, but I'll ask them and tell y'all next week. So anyway, but just like every other type of, specialty, you got to learn a little bit of the language. In soccer, there's a different language about certain positions and things like that. In anime, there's certain things in different foreign languages there are. So couponer has a little bit of its own language, but not a whole lot. But if you get on these boards, they're going to have certain things on there that you're going to say, what is that and what does that mean? And eventually you'll figure it out, but we're making it a little bit easier on a couple of things. So some common terms you might see is B1, G1, or BOGO, buy one, get one on buy one, get one free, or buy one, get one half. You've heard of BOGO on different retailers, but that's what that is. And if you see something that says 2 and a /3, that's 2 items with $3 off. I found some of those recently. They just expired, and I was very sad, but I used them until they went. It was on some baby products. It was pretty awesome. $3 off of one item. It's the 3 and then over 1. IP is internet printable. SC is a store coupon, which is not a manufacturer's coupon. The closest grocery store to me when we talk about grocery is Kroger. And sometimes do you get this about once every quarter where they put store coupons based on your usage, Kelly? Because
oh yes,
I got mean, I get, let's see, once a quarter, or once every 2 months, I usually get a box of cereal bars for free. And that's kind of cool because we eat them around here, or yogurt, or, they give you specialized discounts on certain things. So that's a store coupon. But a manufacturer's coupon is one that's from the manufacturer, like from Procter & Gamble on Tide, or from Johnson & Johnson on baby products, or Procter & Gamble on Pampers, or Duracell batteries, or whatever. That's the manufacturer. Or if you've seen at some of the stores, Almay coupons, this time of year, they start putting makeup products coupons out because they're starting to change seasons and people have to get new colors because, it is this new season. And then my favorite is Catalina, which is cash. We'll talk about those a little bit more next week. But have you ever seen those coupons that come out and say, $4 off of whatever for the entire store, well, except for like cigarettes and dairy and gift cards and things like that? Those are awesome because there's a site you can check to see where a Catalina is going to come up. I know CVS and Walgreens usually in their advertising tell you if there's going to be a reward. They call them registered rewards at Walgreens, or at CVS they call them something else. And those are the coolest things ever. And they usually last, they're usually good for 2 to 4 weeks. So Catalina's isn't just salad dressing. It's not just an island. It's awesomeness as far as I'm concerned. It's money. It's real money. It's just not with George or Abraham on it. But anyway, there's some store abbreviations. Sometimes people talk about WAGs for Walgreens, DT for Dollar Tree, DG for Dollar General, CVS Pharmacy, RA for Rite Aid. A lot of Rite Aids have merged with Walgreens because Walgreens has bought almost a good portion of their stores in the last 12 months. And actually, as a side note, a couple of the Walgreens managers have told me that their clearance might be a little bit slower for the short term because of them acquiring this new company. But Walgreens love that place. So I'm just flat out telling you. Mm-hmm. Kelly does too. I'm just glad. Oh yeah, I mean, that's kind of both of our jams, and I'm glad that Kelly and I live on the opposite sides of the state because I think we both cry if we were in the same area. We'd almost be like those two crazy women in a store going, "No, I got that first. No, I got that first." So, anyway. Just knew the first time she said something about Walgreens and clearance, I knew she was my soulmate. So anyway, but let's go on. So first of all, where do you start? And this is the biggest hurdle, is because you got to figure out where to get them. I mean, as Kelly alluded to earlier, newspapers, sometimes they have them in indoor displays, especially like on M&Ms, on candy. Even in the convenience stores, they'll have those suckers on and I get so excited because Kelly talked about clearance items a little bit ago. I found some that were going to expire, I think 3 days later, and I had to help that store out because I hated for them to have trash. So I got those coupons, and they were 35 cents off of what was I supposed to do? I was either 35 cents or 50 cents. I can't remember, but it was a better one than the ones I had already, and it was off one item. So I had to help them out, and I took them to Walmart because it didn't say it was for that specific store. And so I helped them out. I helped out that store I got them from. I helped out Walmart. I helped out the whole community. And so, yeah. And then they have Blinkies, those little machines you see little kids where they'll find this machine and it starts spitting out coupons. Some of those are pretty good. So don't just stick your nose up in there. You might want to take a look. And then, of course, at the register and on your receipts, there might be a coupon at the bottom. I got one recently that was 10 off 40 at a store that will be named that I'm going to go back and use on our deal that Kelly and I were talking about. Even on the flyers where I live, and I just noticed this like about 3 weeks ago, they've started putting in a coupon circular every Wednesday. Do they do that down there where you are?
I don't get the regular paper right now, but once I get moved to the new place, I got to see if I get the paper delivered there and find out.
No, this isn't the paper. This is literally, where they just send you circulars, I guess because I live out in the boondocks. the outlying areas of the suburbia, they mail out all the grocery store circulars for that week, and they have now started inserting one of the coupon circulars.
Oh, I'll have to take a look. My husband kind of takes those, and I don't see them. He bypasses them from me. I guess he doesn't want me shopping. I don't know. But
I just happened to take a look the other day, and I said, well, I missed out on that. How did I miss that? So, I mean, it's not very many. It's, one, and it may be an 8 or 10 page one. And I think this week I have to go back and find it. It's over on the other side of this room. So I'll have to look while you're on the next slide. But I did find them there, the computer. Those are internet printables. And the grocery apps, which we're going to really get into grocery apps next week because we realize we're throwing a lot of information out at you. Some e-coupon sites and your email just for the loyalty programs. I got an email, was it yesterday, Kelly, that I had where they had a big sale at Kroger on toys, the Kroger signature stores. And I mean, it was crazy. And then if it was your first time, there was a code on top of that. I mean, I was winning, I was pretty excited. Boy, I'm sad though. I posted it because I didn't get on there and order mine before I posted it. And man, a lot of the stuff I wanted was gone. So that's something I learned and should remember.
I just want to add, don't forget to look on the products. Sometimes you find $1 off coupon on boxes of cereal or 55 cents off for this loaf of bread, So there's on the products, actual products, there'll be coupons.
That's true. I forgot about mentioning that. That's a good point because those things, and also in personal, what's the word I'm looking for? Personal hygiene products. They're all over those things. Hygiene, I'm talking about, Anyway, so let's, you got to figure out what your business model is and the discounts you seek. And so I kind of put this out a little bit, but like on groceries and toys, if that's your part of your business model, again, because this is part, for profits, a couple things you're going to look using are coupons, rebates, possible buy one, get one frees, possible gift cards with purchase. Last week, Target had a deal, used to be the money. They used to give you like $25 off 100. Well, I've noticed that they started with toys, they've started giving you a $25 gift card when you purchase a certain number of toys or a 10 off 50. But that's, good luck with that. And it might happen, it might not. So I was shocked it came out last week because it wasn't really anywhere. It really wasn't I guess maybe it's the beginning of summer, but they usually are pretty strategic when they put those out. And then you've got clothing, if that's in your business model, or electronics or things like that. You want to go to some of the e-coupon sites, especially if you source online. Retail Me Not's one. Deals Plus is another one I use a lot. Coupon Cabin. In fact, today there's a photo about to we'll get to in just a moment, and I wanted to make sure that we had the copyright on that because I'm a photo teacher, and that's kind of one of my big things is teaching about following copyright. And so I figured out that we had to buy the photo, which is fine. And I, of course, looked up on the photo site. I opened another window, found a 25% off coupon, and bam, it didn't cost me as much as it was going to. Save $13. And I get 9 more downloads for the presentations that I'm going to be doing for the next couple series. So I was pretty excited about that. But I mean, seriously, that literally needs to be a habit. I mean, anytime I'm in a store, if I'm just shopping for myself personally, and I'm about to check out, I'll pull out my phone and I'll start checking coupons for wherever store I'm at, and then I'll tell the cashier, "Oh, try this code." And they're like, I haven't heard of that. And sure enough, that happened at a clothing retailer early this year, and it was an extra 20% off. And that was some serious savings. I mean, I think I kidded on a sale, and I had a gift card from my husband for Christmas, and it was pretty substantial. I'll have to figure that. I'll have to show y'all that receipt if I can find it. But it was a good amount of money, and I was very excited. So you got to figure out your business model because some people do clothing as part of their business. I do a little bit, not a whole lot, but it really depends on you. I mean, you have anything to add on this, Kelly?
Don't forget to use the coupons. You can use them on other aspects of the business. You can use them for, like, sometimes eBay might say, oh, here's a $10 off $20 purchase coupon. Well, use that to buy supplies for your business so that you're saving on supplies for your business. Save it, buy some shipping envelopes or shipping labels or, some kind of supply to have that stuff on eBay. And if you use a coupon, that's less money going out to run your business. So not only you can use it for buying inventory for your business, use coupons to buy, the supplies you need to run your business. Use it on printer ink if they have a coupon for printer ink, find a way to save any way for your business.
That's a good point. I mean, because Office Depot does the same thing. And Staples will also email you coupons. I got one this week that will save me 33% on items that I need for my business, as far as bubble wrap. That's something I use a lot. Tape. It seems like I'm always using tape constantly. Labels, things like that. I mean, those will be something that you use all the time with whatever your business model is, because you have to send stuff out and you have to make sure it's protected. So that's a great point. Glad you mentioned that, because it's not just about buying product. It's about the other aspects of your business as well. So figure out what you're going to need and just, be strategic. That's the main thing. Just be strategic, and, there's money to be saved here. So I just wanted to touch a little bit on e-coupons, just because we've mentioned it. They're really at the savings store. They're on the savings card at whatever store you used. I just went through. I didn't just do the ones in my local area. I looked at Harris Teeter, and they have this thing called the eVic card, and they double coupons, which makes me sad because they don't here. We don't have a Harris Teeter. And every time I go see my father-in-law up in North Carolina, I get sad. But, I'll get over it. And the other thing they do, it's really cool, is that if you're a college student, they actually give them an extra 5% off during the semesters there in the fall and spring semesters, which I thought that was awesome. And Brookshire's has a thank you card. I mean, and the thing about these loyalty cards, that means you get the sale price, and you can also load coupons on these things. And most grocery stores will also reward you on what they call fuel points, which means, a discount on gas. They have different tiers on that. Kroger has the Kroger Plus card. CVS has the Extra Care card. And this is where you're going to be getting that selling tip tonight. And I'm telling you, when you find out about this tip, you're just going, wow, this is awesome. Walgreens has a Balance Reward card, which again, and that's something we'll be getting into next week, because this whole apps and e-coupons things is a whole thing in of itself. United Supermarkets, that's Albertsons, Tom Thumb, and Market Street. They have cards for each of its brands, again, giving you coupons, and they also give you fuel point savings. Market Street's, I've been known to get $5 off $5 from Market Street about every 6 months. I have one, but I don't go in there very often, and I run in there and I spend $5. So they give me free money. Target, I'm not kidding. They do. I'm so excited. I'll go in there, and it's usually during the school year, and I'm like, yay, I need a couple of Diet Cokes, and I need a sandwich. Yay. Okay. Target has the cartwheel on the Target app, and they also have gotten to the point where they'll also put extra store coupons, not just the manufacturer's coupons, but they actually have, if you're in there a lot, they'll put extra coupons on your app, which I've got a 5% right now off of groceries, which I need to use this week. And 7-Eleven has its own loyalty card. I don't go into 7-Eleven a lot, so I don't have that one. But you can load coupons on these things to get more savings, and it's not hard. I mean, you can get your phone out and tap, tap, tap. I was in Kroger around Christmas time. This lady was buying a gift card. They've got these ones that are targeted. I can't remember what they're called, but they'll say like for the bride and for teens or whatever. And she was about to buy one of those cards, and I looked at her and said, don't you? And she's griping about having to buy gas. And I said, well, have you looked at your app? Because you can get 200 extra fuel points for that, which is 20 cents per gallon, which, if your car takes 15 gallons, that's $3. And she looked and says, "That's on the app." I said, "Yes, ma'am." And I showed her where the app was, helped her find the coupon. She was so happy because she saved more money on her gas, and everybody was happy about that. And I think it was a double or quadruple fuel point day or something. I don't know. Anyway, she was very happy. I was happy I helped her. So e-coupons are really probably, if you've never done coupons before, it's probably where I'd start first because it's just easy. I mean, Kelly, you have anything you want to add about that? Because
I
y'all have
love those digital coupons. I'm sometimes going down the aisle at Kroger and I'm like, oh, I need some of this. I'll look up that item, see if they have a coupon on before I put it in my card.
Oh, exactly. And I mean, there's times, we talked about the clearance area. There's times I'll look at the clearance area and then I'll scan it for my business and I'll say, wow, okay, this is awesome. And then I find out that it also has, one of those deals of 5 off 5 or something, which makes it even a better deal. So anyway, just wanted to touch on what e-coupons were real quick. So just wanted to also talk about etiquette because, you've seen those crazy people at the grocery store who want to fight or at Walgreens or Walmart or Target or anywhere where they have all these coupons and you just roll your eyes and go, oh my gosh, I have to stand in line behind them. But so, the one thing about it is people don't mind if you use coupons if you're not a jerk about it. I mean, and these are just a few things that I thought of, and I'm sure Kelly has some other things she wants to add. But, got to read the coupon. We emphasize that over and over and over. Make sure your item is for what it says on the coupon. Because if it's not, they're going to say, this doesn't work. And so it's kind of embarrassing. And so you either say, oh, we'll take that item off, which is, of course, more work for them, and then they hate you. Or you just suck it up and you buy it anyway. First of all, and second, when you're using a lot of coupons, shop at the slower times in the store, if at all possible. Because if you go in at 5 o'clock during Monday through Friday, and you've got a pile of coupons, and there's 10 people behind you, all those people hate you. The cashier hates you because all those people are staring at them. Just be respectful, because do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Just remember that. Be nice and polite. If I know when I'm, following the rules on a coupon, it says I can only buy a certain number with each thing. I look at them and say, just to let you know, I have coupons and I'm going to have to do this in a couple transactions. Is that okay? And 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh, that's fine. They're just so thankful that you were nice about it. And you flat out let them know what you're planning before you started, throwing stuff at them at the end. So it's just be respectful and don't argue with them. They're not out to steal money from you, and they're not out to make your life miserable. They have rules they have to follow. They have to do what their manager says. And, my last thing is sometimes you may have coupon overage. That means your coupon is more than what the item costs, and it freaks them out if they have to give you money. I've never gotten money back. I will always buy something to make sure that it either comes to zero or it may cost me a quarter. I don't care. But I'm going to tell you, if you have coupon overage, it's not like it is on TV where they'll give you a gift card, or I've never experienced that. Usually they call a manager over, and that manager is freaking out, and he's thinking to himself, or she's thinking, how do I explain this to my boss? Well, you know what? I found that this is not exactly the same color, even though it meets every other criterion, so therefore you can't use it. So that's just something I've done just because I see the flabber of, oh my gosh, I have to give money out of the register look on a cashier's face, because they have to reconcile their register at the end of the shift, and they don't need to have to explain why they had to give you money back. So that is how I've done it for as long as I've couponed, just because I don't want to A, be told I can't use it, or B, these people need their jobs just like we all need our jobs and like we run our businesses. So you want to make sure that, you don't want them to get written up over something like that, even though it is perfectly legitimate. Kelly, you got anything on that?
I don't know if we're going to talk about it right now, but sometimes you have to kind of read the cashiers when you're out there.
Oh, yeah.
That's
a good one.
Boys, they don't care. They'll just do and put the coupons in. They're not really caring, but sometimes it's hate to say it's the older ladies, and they're acting like those
Oh, yeah.
coupons coming out of their pockets. They're going to sit there and scrutinize every coupon for 5 minutes to see if there's any reason why they can't take it.
That is so true. Yeah, that happened to me the other day on something, and I just was like, fine, just take it off. I didn't want to fight with her. I just was like, fine. And I thought to myself, I'm never going to this woman again, ever. I will find a different one, even if I have to wait in line. So those are just some things that will make your life easier as you do this, because being nice and reading your cashiers will keep your sanity in the long run. So this is what we were talking about just a minute ago as far as the coupon limits. There's a couple of stores I checked on because, finding a great deal is hard work. And nothing's more frustrating when your coupon has limits or your store has limits. So Kroger, for example, if you buy 5, like if your coupon is $1 off 2 boxes of cereal and you have some seasonal cereal, you can only use that 5 of those specific coupons. After that, they're not going to take them in that transaction. Depending on the store and depending on the kid or let me go back. Sorry, technical difficulties there. Digital immigrant there. Anyway, sometimes it depends on the store. It depends on the cashier. It depends on the manager's mood. Sometimes they'll say, you know what, you can only be in here one time a day. Some of them will say, well, you can do several different transactions. It really depends. Each manager will interpret it, and that's bottom line. If you check every one of those policies, it's up to the manager's discretion. So you can put them in different transactions. You can, some of them will actually make you come back. So again, just try to go at a time that it's not so busy, so they have time to deal with you. Target their machines will not take after 4. I mean, they'll say it won't take it anymore. And when you're using coupons, especially on seasonal stuff, you may have to go to the self-checkout line and go through 15 times. I did that during Valentine's. Now, it took me a while, but it was so worth it. So I'm just going to tell you, it was worth my time. But it was definitely something I had to be really determined and want to do. Walgreens doesn't really have limits, I don't think. I mean, I've been there and they've taken 20 of my coupons at once. So, and Walmart is probably the only store that actually will let you have the overage on the item and not say, okay, the item was 99 cents, your coupon was $1.50. Well, we're only giving you 99 cents back is what most of the stores do. But Walmart will let you have the $1.50. You just have to have other things to make sure that you get that $1.50 taken care of. And United stores, that would be your Tom Thumb, Albertsons, Market Street. They don't have any limits. Harris Teeter, I didn't see any limits. So I don't think, really, it's really good. As we've said earlier, it really depends on what the manager says, because that's his kingdom or her kingdom. That is their domain. And corporate may say another different thing, but, in that moment, they are in charge. So, Kelly, any experience you have with this?
With like the Tom Thumb Randall's, when I used to shop there, they would only double or triple the first coupon. So if I had 2 of 35 cents off one box of Charmin toilet paper, only the first one would triple, which means it would be $1.05, meaning $1.05 off, which because it's 35 3 times.
Yeah.
And the second one would be just the face value. So you have to understand if they double triple coupons, what their policy is on how many they will double or triple, whether they're going to double triple all of them or they're only going to do the first one.
Good point. Okay, so some of y'all are probably thinking, oh, this is great, but show me some deals you've done with coupons or Catalinas that helped your profit margin, because we can talk all day long. And we could be like, all these people with all this theory and say, oh, it should work and should. So no, we got to, money talks, the rest walk. So we're going to let it talk a little bit. Okay. So we've got several different scenarios that either I've done or Kelly's done over the last 6 months. Some of them, there's one in there that I know is current. The others, it's really going to be your mileage may vary. That's another acronym. YM, MV, your mileage Mayberry, yeah. YMVMV, right? Did I say that right?
YMMV.
I think so. Right. Okay, good. Anyway, here we go. So this is one that I was talking about earlier. I had found this grocery item, this Hills Brothers Fritz Cappuccino drink mix. I found it a couple months ago, and it was in the clearance section. I don't know why. I don't care. It was all, sealed and everything. And I think it must have been the last 10 of them. And it was normally retailing for $3.49. I found it for $1.50. And the store had a 5 off 5 promo. And so took $1 off each one. So it was 50 cents each. And I had 3 in one bundle and 6 in another. And this is my latest one I just sent in not too long ago. And a lot of times I'll look at it at the low price or the sell, the buyer, the buy box to determine on Amazon if I'm going to deal with it or not. And I scanned it and I put in my $1.50 and my profit was $7.20. Now, some of you may say, well, that's a little low. Some people may say, wow, that's pretty good. Well, the way I thought about it is that is almost 5 times and that's after the purchase. So I thought that was worth my time because all I had to do was literally throw it in my basket and put it into a bag and put a label on it and ship it off. So I didn't think that was too bad. And the rank on it was pretty decent.
Every day and twice on Sunday, I'll tell you that.
I know, but me too. I'm like, woo, holla. So, I mean, that's literally, I was pretty excited about that one. So that's one. Here's another one that I did at Walgreens, and it was up for 2 months, and I was so sad. I walked by there after May 1st, and I saw they didn't do this deal anymore, and I cried. But they have these AccuChecks, and as people with diabetics, sometimes they need another blood glucose monitoring system or, whatever this thing is. But I scanned it, and the low and new was $31.22, and that's with Amazon fulfilled. And because I work full time, there's a lot of times I don't do seller fulfilled as much as some other people do. Because my purchase that was $29.99 before the coupon, then they had a $20 coupon, and it was unlimited use. And so my profit margin was $13.25, which again, I thought it was all right. And I mean, literally all I had to do was put a sticker on it. I bagged it, threw it in a box and sent it on. And I, again, thought $13.25 wasn't bad. So that's another deal I did in Walgreens. Here is something I found, and I keep looking for this one, these chapsticks from the Pink Lemonade. I found them toward the end of the season, and they were 89 cents because, they're trying to clear it for fall for all the pumpkin spice because everybody likes pumpkin spice. But then there's some of us who still like lemonade. And Walgreens had a $2 off, 2 off $1 coupons in their monthly store coupons. So when they had it on clearance and then, you put that on top of there, they ended up costing me 39 cents each. There was already an existing listing for bundling them in 6s. So it was $2.34 as my cost. My profit was $13.17. And they don't weigh much either. So the cost of the shipping, even if you put 50 cents, that's still $12 profit. And it doesn't weigh anything. So I was pretty excited about that one. And that made me happy. And I was looking, anytime I find something like that, I have about 4 or 5 different stores in my path to work, and I check all of them. I'll check them several times. So that was that's another deal I did. This right here, actually, I actually did a Facebook Live video. Do you remember the Blue Buffalo cat food sale, Kelly?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I think you even got in on that too. But this was in April, and they were clearing the 3.5 pound sizes of Blue Buffalo cat food, and it's almost $9. And I paid $2.25, but I found a $4 cash rebate. And so effectively I was paid $1.75 an item. And so I really didn't pay anything for this. So it's on the list. Amazon is on the listing, and, competing with Amazon is not fun, but I am the lowest seller right behind Amazon. And then everyone else is higher than I am. But I know eventually it's going to sell, and for $9.25 profit, and I paid nothing for it. I'm all about that. I'm pretty happy with that. So that's just another example. And then this is the one, this is one with the seasonal chocolate. And I put it here because right now if you're selling on Amazon, they will not let you send in things that melt. And chocolate is definitely one of those things they will not let you send in from May 15th. Is it September 15th, Kelly, or is it, am I right on those
May
dates?
30th to September 30th, I believe.
Yeah. Okay. So right now on this chocolate, I can't send it in. And by the time I can send it in, it's not within the window time that they want you to do it. So this will be a seller fulfilled item for me. And it's white chocolate marshmallow M&M. It was definitely an Easter item, and I don't like marshmallows, so whatever. But I did the seller fulfilled as well as the Amazon fulfilled, so you can see the potential profit here. This is one of those things that I found for 34 cents each, and then I had a 2 off 50-cent coupon for all M&M Mars products. And by the time I did that, and by the time I used the extra 5% off, my cost of my purchase was 7 cents. So we're talking seller fulfilled, even with a shipping cost of $3 for one package. Now, on your pricing, you may need to figure out somebody who's going to buy 5 of them, because it won't be this good of a profit because you're not going to get much more in your shipping credit if they buy more than 1 or 2. So got to keep that in mind as well when you're setting your price. But this is what I found with the two things. So again, not a bad profit margin for a bag of candy. So, and that's even estimating $3 here for shipping, and that's probably a little bit high for one bag. So that was another one. And then here's the one that Kelly found, and you can do it tonight. It's CVS has this bullfrog razor on sale, okay, and it's on sale for $10.99. And CVS has a $5 coupon you can download on its app, and you can makes it $5.99. And then they have some other deals which effectively make it about $2? Isn't that right, Kelly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then if you're selling it on FBA, even with $5.99, that's almost a $10 moneymaker for you. So again, and the rank on beauty that's a pretty good rank on beauty. And when I was picking up the last razor at the CVS store that I stopped at tonight, a little kid looked at me and goes, "Oh yeah, those have been really popular. People really like those." And I didn't ask him anything else. I just picked it up. So apparently this bulldog has become, people like this brand for some reason, maybe because it's got a good sale. I don't know, but I've been seeing a lot of it. So that's just something that you guys can literally take and go with and look at and there are not that many sellers on it. There are 2 FBA offers, and there's not that many who are selling it as a seller fulfilled. So it's not a bad thing there. So just reviewing everything, because we appreciate y'all's time being here with us tonight. You should use coupons, because if you don't, you're throwing away money. I don't like throw away money. It's like, some of those commercials say, if you're not shopping with us, you're burning money. Well, if you don't use coupons, especially on items that you can, you're burning money. And, manufacturers' coupons, internet printables, and Catalina should mean money. I mean, it should mean money for you. And coupons, you can find them anywhere. The printables are found on coupon sites on the internet, e-coupons, or coupons downloaded to a loyalty card. You can usually get some kind of reward from the store for having one. I mean, it can either be shopping credit at one store. It can be, discounts. A lot of the grocery stores, of course, will give you discounts toward their gas, but you get some sort of reward, and you get a few perks also. So again, we want to remind you guys about the e-commerce sellers mastermind. We have a free Facebook group, and we offer e-commerce support daily, and we'd love for you to join us. So if you go to the facebook.com /eCom sellers mastermind and click on it and like us and join us, we'd love to have you. We definitely would. Be sure and tell your friends. We'd love to have them too. Got a lot of great things planned. And we also have the eCom Sellers Academy. What, Kelly?
I said we got lots of good things coming up, and get you ready for Q4 coming up soon too. So I'm putting that little sneak peek in.
Definitely great point, because using these strategies we've mentioned tonight and going to our, joining our eCom Sellers Academy, Q4 will just be lit, as the kids would say, be lit, because they would be so excited. And I mean, it will be lit, because if you want to, I'm telling you, training will make the difference between barely making it and, beating it up like nobody's business. I mean, you go in great guns if you get training, because if you don't know what you're doing and you're just kind of, what's the word, floating around, you really, if you don't have a structure and don't have the training to make yourself better, you're not going to get better, and you're going to get discouraged, and you're not. And so these people here at the eCom Sellers Academy provide that. They provide you training, and they provide you support, because I'm telling you, before I became affiliated with these people several years ago, I was just barely making it. And all of a sudden, once I joined, you can take a look at the numbers. You'll see, once I started working with these people, how much my profitability increased. So make sure, if you want to really have your business take off, join our academy. You'll be glad you did. So we appreciate your time. Thank you guys very much for joining us tonight. If you have any questions, please send us a message through the boards, and we'll be happy to answer that for you or clarify something. Be sure and join us again next week on our part 2, when we cover the apps of couponing. And get ready for this, because this was going to blow your mind. So Kelly, you got anything, girl? I appreciate you taking your time out, especially with your move.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for y'all in spending the evening with us. And for the Academy people, we're going to have our Q&A coming up quite soon. So check in the group for that. But also I want to say, if you're just using this just to, not to for your business, but just to save money for your household, this is a big help. I mean, there with 4 kids, and we didn't want to go in debt. We had a tight budget. I had my budget of maybe $100 a week to feed my family, and the only way I could do that was with coupons. And now that I have teenage boys, oh my gosh, I need the coupons.
Truth that, because that's, boys will eat you out of house and home. I'll tell you what. But yeah, as Kelly mentioned, this isn't just, this is really, the focus of tonight is to not, if you're not really wanting to use this so much in your business model, but just for your home economics, it will help, because there were times that I had less than $100 to feed a family of 4 on. And that was the only way I was able to do it, was with coupons and rebates. Seriously, that was it. So again, we thank you guys for joining us tonight, and we look forward to seeing you guys next week, same time. Thank you guys.
Well, thank you, Tony and Kelly. You guys were amazing. I just want you to know that you guys were amazing.
Thank you.
For those that are still here, you can always still sign up for the eCom Sellers Academy if you haven't already done so. You can also join the mastermind group. We offer a free 1 monthly training and 1 monthly Q&A, and then, just all kinds of basic support. And we do, as Tony was saying, our Q4 summit is coming out. We're actually starting to ramp up for that. We're excited about it, and we hope that if you are looking at growing your business, 10xing, 6xing, whatever works, 8xing your business for Q4, you definitely want to make sure you register for that when it comes out. So be on the lookout for that. And we invite you to share the eCom Sellers Academy with others and encourage them to sign up, because we'd love to support them. We have a whole team ready to support them. So I hope you all have an awesome evening, and we're going to call it a night.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.